All right, let's jump right in. We're going to tackle a math problem that, well, for ages, people thought it was pretty much impossible. But this isn't just about the math. It's a really cool story about how just looking at a problem differently can completely change the game.
And that really is the question, isn't it? When you're staring down something this complicated, I mean, where do you even begin?
So this is the beast we're talking about. I mean, just take a second to look at that thing. It's a total wall of numbers, right? You've got 21 different parts to it, and the numbers in front of the x's, the coefficients, they just explode into the tens of millions. It's meant to scare you off.
Yeah, this thing is a true mathematical monster. So let's get into exactly what makes it such a beast.
What we have here is what's called a 20th degree polynomial. All that really means is the highest power in it is x to the 20th. And finding the exact answers for x, the roots as they're called, has been seen as just this monumental task. It's like an undefeated heavyweight champion just daring anyone to even try.
But you know what they say, right? Every champion has to face their challenger. And what's so cool about this story is that the solution isn't about brute force, it's not about a supercomputer. It comes from a brand new and honestly, super elegant way of thinking.
See, the absolute genius here is that you don't even try to fight this thing head on. You're not wrestling with those huge numbers and all those terms. That's a fight you're probably going to lose.
No, instead, you transform it. You completely change the problem itself. It's about changing the rules of the game, not just playing harder.
And the tool for that transformation? It's called Ezouidi's theorem. It's this brilliant idea that basically hunts for a hidden pattern, a secret relationship between all those giant numbers, the coefficients. If that special pattern is there, the theorem can use it like a secret key to just collapse the whole complicated structure.
Okay, so this is the magic trick. Let's watch how this one clever idea turns that absolute chaos into something crystal clear.
And boom, there it is. That's the aha moment. On the left, you've got the monster. On the right, what's left after the transformation. It's incredible. The theorem sets off this chain reaction where almost everything just cancels out. All those middle terms completely disappear, leaving you with this clean, simple, three-part equation. It's just, wow.
So what does this actually mean? It means that that huge, terrifying 20th degree polynomial now acts just like a simple quadratic equation. The only twist is that our variable isn't just x, it's x to the 10th power. But the structure of the problem is now super simple.
And that is what's so amazing. I mean, a quadratic equation, that's something most of us probably saw back in high school math class, right? This method takes a problem that seems like it belongs to, Nobel Prize level mathematicians and turns it into a format that's actually familiar. That, to me, is what real genius looks like.
All right, so we've tamed the monster. We've brought order to the chaos. Now for the payoff. Let's see the solution this thing spits out.
So this is what we're left with. It's got that classic quadratic shape. See? Something squared plus some number times that something plus another number equals 0. Don't get hung up on the little s symbols. They're just the new numbers that came out of the transformation. The important part is the pattern, and our something in the pattern is x to the 10th.
And get this, from this one single clean equation, you can figure out all 20 of the exact answers to that original monster. Not close answers, not approximations, the exact solutions. It's like one key that unlocks 20 different locks at the same time.
And this is the master key itself. Now look, don't try to memorize this thing. That's not the point. The point is to just appreciate what it is. One single beautiful formula that gives you every single one of those 20 answers. It's the trophy you get for outsmarting the problem, instead of just trying to overpower it. So when you step back from all the numbers and symbols, what's the big idea here? Well, this whole thing is a powerful lesson about how we solve problems in general. It really shows you why, in the end, simplicity is king. It really boils down to a few things, right? First, just shifting your perspective can turn an impossible problem into a solvable one. Second, being clever is way more powerful than just being strong or fast. Elegance beats brute force. And maybe the biggest lesson of all is that true genius isn't about managing complexity, it's about seeing through it to the simple idea hiding inside. Yeah, this started with a math equation, but this idea, it applies to everything, doesn't it? It kind of makes you wonder, what other giant, complex problems out there are we all just banging our heads against when all they're really waiting for is for someone to come along and just look at them differently?